announcing our weekly top 10 agents, as we always do in the spirit of celebration, but that's in 3 minutes. So make sure that your agents, your whole entire team is plugging in. You don't want anyone to miss out on the phenomenal training I know we have in store for this evening. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and jam out a little bit, right? Hey, it's 9:58. Be ready, be ready. Class will be in session once again. As you can see in our background, the beautiful photo that we all shared. What an amazing, amazing weekend we had. I got to meet so many of you in person. Go ahead and drop some flames in the chat if convention changed your life. I know it was ridiculously on the next level as far as I'm concerned. But welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes. I'm going to get started with the shout out. So you want to make sure everybody's plugged in because everybody wants the recognition, right? Let's go ahead and celebrate them. But the training session starts once we reach 100 or more attendees. So again, in the meantime, let your team know, plug them in, plug them in. What's going on? I see Jay Brown attending from Mobile. Welcome, welcome, boss man. You want to go ahead and get a shout out, put it in the chat, rep your city. Let me know how I can greet you for this evening. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I know there's more than 34 people in Relentless. That photo alone speaks volume. Let's go. Who else? Who else? What's going on, Megan? Plugging in from Newport Richie, Florida, present tonight. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Jasmine, Bossman Anthony, tell me what's going on. I see Cedric in Tampa, Florida. Welcome, welcome to the Zoom. This channel one, I think I want to hear the next song. We're only at 40 attendees right now. Go ahead, get those messages out. What's going on? Anthony Winters out in McKinney, Texas. Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. Genesis Alvarez plugs in from Brandon, Florida. Welcome, boss lady. I see Mayra, mi tocaya, out from Fort Worth, Texas. Liliana Camacho, Dallas, Texas in the house. Jasmine as well from Fort Leonard Wood. Welcome, welcome. Alicia out in Dallas. What's going on, boss lady? It was great to finally meet you in person. Hello, hello. What's going on, Rachel Lozano out in Fort Collins, Colorado? Welcome, welcome. I see the numbers signing. We're at 48. The Lagos from Tampa. Welcome for tonight. Ashley out in Memphis, Tennessee. Come on, we got to send these messages out seriously. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're definitely running, right? Definitely running. Courtney Israel in Tampa, Florida. What's going on, boss lady? We have Harold here in Tampa. Well, here, literally here. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Newton, what's up? 50 attendees, come on, 10:01. Zandra, plugging in. What's going on? Last night. Who's Aunt? Who's Aunt at the convention, right?
I'm Aunt.
Hey, you like it? I love it. Let's get it, please. And with that photo in the background, seriously, memories were created this weekend. Benicia, what's going on, boss lady? Right? What's going on, Megan? Amanda joining us as well. Angel White in Tampa, Florida. Yeah, numbers signing up. That's good. That's good. All right. Okay, no, seriously, listen, I'm going to go ahead and shut the music off. And to tell you the truth, we're going to get into the recognitions, right? Training will not start until we have at least 100 attendees. But this is the drill for each and every week. Now, I know we've had a great deal of expansion to our family. I don't want to be rude. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Myra Ferreira. I'm one of your executive sales directors, and I get the privilege of hosting these events in service to our team. I was blessed with this opportunity, having been introduced by our senior vice president, Mr. Xavier Marrero, when I was in great need of this services, when it actually went to change my life from being denied to being approved. And again, things have just skyrocketed since then. So I'm super duper thankful for this. I'm fired up, as you can hear, and excited, just so grateful for this past weekend we spent at our convention. If you were at convention, throw some flames in the chat. But if you're brand new and maybe you've started since then and you heard and you felt all this excitement from somebody who you may have known or someone you just met, just telling you this is something you need to be a part of, I want to say welcome. Welcome to having made one of the best adult decisions you'll probably ever make in your life. And I do not say that lightly. You're plugged in at the right time, to the right place, to the right opportunity. And you'll slowly and very, very soon, if you haven't already, realize why this is as big of a deal as it is. So again, welcome to the team. We do these trainings each and every single Tuesday night, where you see that the most successful extend their hand back out to bring all of us along that journey of success right with them. So in the spirit of celebration, in the spirit of just keeping that good vibe and wanting to be grateful for those who have paved the way and who are killing it at this business, let me go ahead and highlight the top 10 agents with the most client enrollments so far for this entire volume month. And as I drop their names, go ahead and celebrate them. I know we're all muted, but we do want to definitely give them that celebration. So starting off, the number one spot, held by Crystal Marrero. Boss lady, congratulations. Our second spot, held by Bruno Florida, right? VP. And third by Dr. Arnold Bogarty, another vice president as well. Sandra Vajes, Stephanie Lopez, EVP David Marquez, Tamiskia Moore, Andra Rush, RVP Reza Ortero, and Tina Levon Foster. So again, huge congratulations. I know everyone is muted, but definitely celebrate them in the chat. You know, they're paving the way for giving people the keys to participating in their own financial rescue. Moving right along to our second top 10 list. These are top personal sales producers. So this is volume in accordance to the whole entire Team Relentless nationwide, right? Starting off, the number one spot held by Bruno Floridor. Next, Sandra Vajes, Dr. Arnold Bogarty, Reza Ortero, Stephanie Lopez, Andra Rush, Crystal Marrero, David Marquez, Chantel Ramirez, and Anthony Kelly. So again, congratulations to you. That's huge. You're making an impact and it shows. They say women lie, men lie, but numbers don't. Now, our last but not least top 10 list is for our top recruiters. So these are the agents that are maybe the ones that welcomed you tonight, if you're hearing me for the first time or at some point. But these are the people that are able to help cast vision and introduce others to join us on this journey, just expanding our reach, expanding our family, and expanding the households and last names that we get to help create a legacy for. So number one spot held by boss lady Sandra Vajes, Reza Ortero, Natalie Rodriguez, Erica Gonzalez, Chiri Chan Smith, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, Yarnell Tolliver, Dina Castaneda, Dr. Arnold Bogarty, Tremaine Harris, and Stephanie Butler. So again, congratulations to each one of you. That just means that you're helping to grow and impact people you may never even meet in life, right? But that's the seriousness about making a decision today that can transform your life for years and years and years and years to come. Now, tonight, we're gonna actually be gifted with some of our very own agents and members that can share with us their testimonies, right, for this evening. But just on an infomercial type side, right? If you didn't already see this, you haven't already heard, definitely visit uwegear.com, right? That's where we're getting all the hype from and gear, such as what I have on. If you didn't make it to the stores while you were there, or if you're seeing these hats and this cool gear, repping our new brand, definitely locking, because for the rest of this month in August, use promo code 15 and you'll get 15% off your purchases. Now, one thing that's powerful as well is the quad fold. That brochure is also available to order on that website. So again, take full advantage. If you didn't already know, it's egear.com. And again, promo code 15 gets you 15% off. So beginning tonight, we're going to bring on just someone I was able to first, actually, let's do two testimonies. We're going to do two testimonies. My apologies, right? This is real time. This is not scripted. This is what it is, right? Leaders adjust. I want two individuals, two young ladies, go ahead and take the mic. I'm going to bring them up because for me, I was able to meet them there at convention. Although we had met digitally, right? Across these screens, there is just something so priceless about that human connection. If you remember one thing, remember that the most valuable currency are the relationships that you are able to build. So we're going to start off with one. I already see her. She and I had actually built a relationship online, kind of chatting, hey girl, here, there. And that's just in the spirit of being part of a team, in the spirit of being part of a family. And I'm looking at her right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just pick on her because that's what it is. So will boss lady Alicia Winship, go ahead and share your testimony as far as being at convention. As I'm speaking, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that you can mute your line. But here's some of the things. With you having attended and been there, if this was the very, very first event that you were at, just speak to what this has meant for you, how you felt about the business before being there, and how you feel about the business after having come back. And also maybe some of the takeaways that you had by that experience, in addition to what do you think that's going to change as far as where you're going right now? So I am not a co-host. At this time, I cannot unmute you, but if our host would be able to unmute you, or try unmuting yourself to see if it'll let you do so. Check and make sure, see if it'll let you do so.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clearly. Take it away.
That's good. Hey, what's up, everybody? So I'm jumping on today to share my experience, basically, for going to convention. Before going to convention, I've, been enrolled as an agent, since November. I'm currently a field trainer. I was kind of stuck before going to convention, and I've always heard, going to convention was a life-changing experience. So I definitely, made my way to get there and make sure that I was able to attend. But before that, I was basically kind of, coasting, riding it, not really getting out in the streets and doing what I need to do to grow my business, kind of just being stuck behind the screen, posting, on social media, and, kind of really in fear of going out and meeting new people and things like that. So going to convention has definitely changed my whole view on everything. My why is my family, and I need to, learn to not let them be my excuse, on why I'm not growing. So if they're my why, I need to push it, and do what I need to do for them. If that means, missing cookouts and birthdays and things like that, I just need to do that and sacrifice that. The leaders didn't grow, being stuck behind, a computer. So I definitely want to do things different. And, saying that, this is one of my fears, is getting on these Zoom calls, so I'm definitely conquering my fear, stepping out of my comfort zone, to get this done, so I'm going to do whatever it takes, to get it done. And you got to begin with you, so what are you going to do different, to step out your comfort zone? One thing that I'm going to do is get out in the streets, be more visible, and not be, stuck behind a computer. Luckily my kids start school. My youngest is 5 years old, so he'll be in school this year too, all day. So my plan is to be out in the streets all day, doing what I need to do, so that's the goal. And I hope that I'm able to encourage somebody tonight to keep going. If you're in that mind frame of wanting to quit, or wherever your mind frame is, just get out of that and focus, and don't give up, because everybody's time is different. Everybody's timing is different. And I feel like my time is now. And my goal is to hit sales director in September. That'll be a good birthday gift to myself. So let's get it. Ooh-wee. Back to you, Myra.
That's awesome. Wait a minute. What? You have a limitation for that? Girl, okay, I think, what, do I need to resign already? Like, you did perfectly fine on that Zoom. You got it. But a huge congratulations to you for taking that leap of faith forward, and being there within that short amount of time to be able to be part of this phenomenal program and to already make it to a national event. I mean, I know it feels like the whole entire year has passed, but it's really a shame for people to not be able to see and experience this. So I trust and believe that anyone that may have missed out for one reason or another, you know, our feelings are with you, our heart is with you still. We'll love on you and all those good things, and we'll do our best to bring you along. But trust and believe when everyone was lighting up the chat, going crazy about needing to be there, needing to be there, needing to be there with things such as Klarna and QuadPay, I'm pretty sure that we're going to have more agents there and present. So again, Alicia, I appreciate you. You have a very sweet spirit about you, and definitely having taken that step forward is going to 10x your business. As a mom as well, our family tends to be our why, and we can't allow that to be our excuse, right? We can sacrifice for a window of time for the ultimate benefits to be something that we enjoy and we're able to provide them with, right? We're able to actually gift that to them. So again, take off. I can't wait to see you topping the charts and taking it on. And, you know, we need other boss ladies to step up, present too. So that'll be you in the near future. And congrats on your goal for sales director. I'll see you there. Moving right along, we're going to go ahead and bring on, I'm going to be able to go ahead and bring on another boss lady that was able to be there as well. So she could share with us a little just like similar in this experience. What was business like before? What was the big deal? Maybe one or two takeaways. And how was this going to impact her business moving forward? So you heard me say her name repeatedly across all the charts tonight, right? So she's doing something right on a really high level. Please help me welcome and receive Crystal Marrero. Can you hear me? And are you able to unmute your line? If not, I'll go ahead and find you. Where are you at, boss lady? Can you hear me? There you go, unmuted. Hello. Welcome to the Zoom. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you, Myra. My name is Crystal, as you all know, and so my journey here, I started as a client with the company, and I was given the opportunity to look at the business side through Bruno. I've only been a part of the company for a month now, thankfully. I'm first time convention, first, new agent, as you all know. My journey to convention, the moment I launched, it's been a rough road for me, honestly. The moment I launched my business, I took this opportunity. I didn't have a great support system. My spouse wasn't really into believing in what I was believing in. So he was very, negative about it, and very verbally abusive. So it was really tough, as you all know. I kept trying to stay focused. Right before 2 days before convention, it led up to a domestic violence. I didn't even think I was gonna make it to convention, honestly. I had to literally, my husband became this jealous guy who didn't want me speaking to other men, which in this industry, you have to speak to females and men. I knew in my heart that I was doing the right thing. But for him, he's like, oh, you're wasting your time. You're working so much. You're always on your phone. Why are you doing this? Let me see a check. It was very hard for me. It was frustrating. I'm trying to stay positive, trying to show I got what it takes, trying to, show him. I invited him to the convention. He refused. I even offered to pay. I'm like, I need you to see the vision, why I'm working so hard. We always talked about giving, our family the best life they could, to make sure that we provide a platform for them. And he couldn't see it no matter what. His birthday was that Thursday of the week of convention. And he's like, I don't want to spend my birthday doing that stuff. Why do I care? And I'm like, you don't have to be there the entire time, but at least come see why I believe in what I'm doing, or why I believe in my heart that I'm making the right decision. Fast forward, on Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, he woke me up out of my sleep and with a knife to my neck, telling me that he didn't want me to be doing this. This is not gonna waste the time. So I went through an emotional ride. I tried to pack my stuff. He didn't allow me to pack my stuff. It led into that day, and he left for a little bit. I was able to pack my stuff and get out of there. It was midnight. I literally drove to Orlando I got in Orlando at 3:30 in the morning. I was scared to call my mentor, which is Bruno, to even wake him up, So I stood in my car till 7 in the morning. I knew that they had a meeting that morning on Thursday. So as soon as Facebook came up, I reached out to go to the house that we rented. I didn't go to sleep till 9:30 in that morning. Literally to say it's crazy because like the whole time that I launched this business, I had nothing but negative feedback. And you know, when the relationship, I've been in my marriage for 19 years, you're loyal, you committed, you expect your spouse to be your backbone. Unfortunately, I didn't have that. So that was very hard for me, but I'm still positive, as you all see. I've been on the top because I know what I got to do. I know what it takes to be successful, and I'm in it all the way. So it wasn't stopping me, no matter what I was going through in the 3 weeks of just being new in this company. I wasn't gonna allow all that craziness to stop me from my dreams or what I wanted to give to my kids. Um, and as I said, I escaped in the middle of the night. I didn't dare to wake up Bruno, and I made it to convention, and I knew like the freaking convention, honestly, it impacted my life. It's amazing how many people are, so many amazing stories. Like I knew I made the right decision when I felt that energy in that room. God knew what he was telling me, and I wasn't going to allow anybody to take away from my blessings. This was a sign that, I've always aimed for greatness in everything I do, working for other people. And why not aim for that, being my own boss? And, knowing that I went there and was able to get out that situation, I say I'm thankful and grateful for this opportunity. This ain't gonna stop me no matter what I go through. I'm gonna continue to fight, and I'm gonna continue to make it to the top because you only got one life to live. Honestly, like right now, I'm living out of my car. Because I can't go back to that situation, and I'm not gonna allow my life to be ended or stop me from what God has planned for me. And I can say convention was fire. It was completely amazing. Some amazing people I met there. I'm so grateful to be a part of this organization, and I plan to continue to work hard and make it to the top and take my team to the top and to make sure my kids is good. And that's pretty much my testimony. I'm here to stay, and I'm ready to go. I'm fired up. Thank you guys for having me and allowing me to be a part of this family. It's back to you, Myra. Thank you.
Wow. Like I think we could just take a second and see some of the reactions that we have in the chat. I'm pretty high energy for the most part, and I know that Crystal wouldn't have any way of knowing this, and a lot of people probably wouldn't either. But as you were sharing your story, and I'm a crybaby too, right? So I've had that experience where even things at convention move me, but for me to hear that someone on this team, so real and so right now going through a situation like that, we're here for you. And I know that you just saved somebody's life. And if you didn't save their life tonight, when they hear this recording, you just saved somebody's life in addition to your own. Just so you know as well, the day my relationship ended with my ex-husband, it was because he woke me up in the middle of the night as well. And it was a domestic violence incident. It wasn't back in 2012, so way before FES times. But I remember what that experience was like. So as you shared what happened to you, it just gave me the chills, but it also speaks on how our role in life really is to overcome all the things that are presented, and everything that comes in our way gives us an opportunity to grow. And there's somebody out there on the other side of your survival that's waiting to hear that you were able to make it, so that they know that they can make it too. And now what I would tell you is, if you are in the state of Florida, I would love to connect with you. We can sidebar on this. I will direct message you my cell phone number. But I remember the resources I had access to, and having to go through a battered women's shelter and all of the help I was able to be connected with. And if you will allow me to offer you that support, then I think you just given me that reward to know that everything I went through also was for one day me being able to help somebody else with that too. So your numbers speak for themselves. You have topped the charts week after week. And by having an example and mentorship from someone such as Bruno, you know very well you have made the absolute best decision you can. And the whole entire team is here to pray for you, wish you well, continue to support you and encourage you along the way. So as I said, I'm going to sidebar you and send you my cell phone number. So if you'll allow me to, I'd love to be able to also give you some access to resources in that sense. So, man, okay, I think that's definitely, I appreciate you, sis. I really, really do. I think that's definitely a first, definitely a first. So, again, moving right along, we're gonna share one additional testimony for someone who was at convention. And this gentleman I was able to meet by way of this opportunity. My emotions right now don't take anything away from my appreciation and how he's able to be an example as well, because I feel that there's a lot of people that can always relate to your story. No, although we are unique, we go through similar challenges and we all have to decide to grow. We all have to decide to make lemonade out of lemons, right? So I will tell you, I've witnessed a lot of this man's growth because I first met him in October when we had a mansion get together and he was so much more reserved into himself. But I think that when you know what you stand for, it helps you to build that stronger backbone. It helps you to have that much more confidence in what you do. And this gentleman is already a regional sales director with this opportunity, but he was listed as well to go ahead and give us a piece of his mind. I know he's growing, but he's continuing to grow on this journey with us. So did regional sales director, Mr. Wilfredo Roman, make it tonight? And can you hear me this evening? We'd love to hear from you with regards to this opportunity.
How's it going, Myra? Can you hear me? Can
Yes,
you see me okay? I want to
Perfectly
give
fine.
it back to you and everything you do for us in this organization. Obviously, we all know that you're nothing but consistent. You always show up, and this wouldn't be what it is without you, and we all know that. So give you your flowers while I can. And again, thank you for everything that you do. You know, honestly, I just got notified that I was jumping on, and just like Myra said, for you guys that don't know who I am, I'm a regional sales director. My name is Wilfredo Roman. I am from Worcester, Massachusetts. You know, it's crazy. There's a lot of emotions, and I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, you know, I stand on morals and principles, and I'm gonna share, you know, the positives, but I just feel like I need you know, a lot of people think that leaders might not go through things, and you know, we might not make the sacrifice of because you're an agent or you're brand new, you might feel alone. But I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with all you. Like, I use my rent money to go to convention. I still haven't paid my rent. And what's today? Today's the 10th. You know what I'm saying? But this opportunity means so much to me that what I had throughout the first year, July 30th was my first year in this organization. That first year, I've already flown out about like 10 to 12 times. I've made multiple sacrifices on multiple levels, but I never questioned it. And like I said, right, I spent getting these outfits, getting ready. You know, I see my money's running lower and lower, and it got to a point where it's like, boom, now it's my rent money. And I'm like, yo, you know what? It don't even matter. I've already heard the sacrifices. I've already seen the success. I don't need nobody to convince me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm gonna take that risk. I'm not gonna think twice. And while I'm over there, one of the ladies, you know, on stage, while she's telling her testimony, she's even saying like, you know, I know some people here use their rent money to be here, and that's a fact. That's me, and I felt that. And a lot of you guys might have seen me out there, and yeah, I was looking real clean. I was looking like money, and I carry myself like a vice president because that's what I will be, no questions asked, and nobody could tell me otherwise. But what I can tell you, you know, not only did I take the sacrifice of using my rent money to go, my daughter's birthday is the 18th of this month. She turns 16, right? So I feel like I had 16 years to prepare for this moment. And it's almost like I feel like laying her down because I can't give her what I want. But that's not going to change because I know where I'm going to go and where I'm taking this. And at the end of the day, I might not be able to do it now, but I know where I'm going to be. I know where I'm going to take this. And like I said, I don't regret not one moment or not one decision that I made by going to this convention. And what I can tell you is that this ain't about us. You know what I'm saying? We're here to build a legacy. Like if you're here for some quick money, I'm sorry, this ain't for you. Like we're here for a legacy. We're here to break generational curses. Like a lot of people.
Unmute your line.
muted.
It got muted. For some reason, it got muted.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, like I was saying, I'm sorry. What was the last thing that was heard? Hello?
Sacrificing everything.
That basically, like people sit there, right, and they say, "Oh, I'll do whatever for my kids. I'll give my life up." So why aren't you taking this opportunity serious? Why aren't you making it a priority to grow, to blow your organization up, to step up, to get into these trainings, to develop yourself as a leader? If you really love your kids, why aren't you taking this opportunity serious? I'm not saying that you're not, but for those that feel like they're struggling or not might be taking it serious, or feel like it's your upline or whatever the case is, this is on you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, God blessed you. So while you're letting God down, God blessed you with the opportunity, but you're going to turn around and not take it serious? What you expect? God to get you some enrollments as well? This is a life-changing opportunity. And like Alfred said, we're about to blow this thing up to $1 billion. The biggest growth that we're ever going to be able to be a part of. Like all those stories that we ever heard when Amazon first started, when Google first started, when Apple first started, this is basically what we're a part of. Years from now, we're going to be able to talk of when this company wasn't $1 billion and how we was a part of the success. And we're most likely going to be on a yacht somewhere or on a helicopter smoking some cigars. But all I got to say is it's real. Don't sleep on the opportunity. Believe in yourself. And humbly speaking, I will be the first millionaire in my family. And at the end of the day, I'm going to either see you at the top or from the top, and that decision is yours. And I give it back to you, Myra.
Woo, what a way to set the tone for tonight, right? So from those tears, let them be what waters the fruits of your labor, okay? Let those tears be what waters the fruits of your labor. And I'll tell you, it doesn't matter who's around, if they believe or don't believe. Still to this day, I have my own mother doubting I should be a part of this. Still to this day. And I was able to even gift her with an all expense paid for trip just so she could meet and talk to the leaders like Xavier and David and VG. And even on top of that, regardless, this is not for everybody, but when we really find that connection and plug in, there's nothing that can take us away from what God has intended for us. So again, a huge shout out to you, Wilfredo, for you to open up and come up and be real with it. Listen, you are an example to so many, probably people you have not even met yet. And you can turn around and give your daughter the absolute best 17th or 18th birthday party ever in the world, ever, because of your decisions lining up right now with the life that's intended for you. So, man, I'm getting chills all over. This start to tonight has absolutely set the tone. I'm almost speechless. And this girl right here, she can talk. And I'm really almost beside myself. But for anyone who might be plugging in, if you just got started or if this just happens to be one of the Zooms that you catch, I want you to understand that in this environment, it might sometimes feel like it's us against the world, but that's because we are the visionaries. We are the world changers. And we are in many instances the first millionaires in our family. And we are those single moms that put our kids first. And we are, unfortunately, those individuals that find out who we need to let go of because we cannot drag anyone to the top. And you can never love anyone else more or enough to love them more, to recover for the love that they don't have, either of life or the love of themselves or the love for you or the love of your goals or those non-negotiables. Because all of you laid down a lot of non-negotiables. You all didn't just go there just to be there to say you were there. All of you made that commitment so that you can really seriously take this to the next level. So I want each one of us to just take away how this business will allow us to do that and really make our dreams come true. So without any further delay, now we're going to flip the switch and kind of go into student mode. Seriously, with all my heart, I've never been so honored to be able to host one of our Zooms like I have been tonight. Alicia and Crystal and Wilfredo, God bless you. And I thank you for allowing me to be a small little part and for you to being so real, because like I said, your testimony is able to really, really save somebody's life one day. Maybe you haven't met them yet, but I know that it will. And as far as our training for tonight, I get to open it up for an individual who should really not even require an announcement, right? I mean, you've heard of his name already dropped. He's someone I thank personally for introducing me to this opportunity, and you'll hear his name over and over and over again. And when he started out, these type of platforms and these Zooms weren't even around. And I remember when it was a big deal when we had, 20 people, 30 people, 40 people or whatever on these Zooms, whereas today, now we don't even start training until there's 100 plus because of the growth that has happened within our entire team. He's been someone that, in my opinion, embodies not only the definition of the word relentless, but also as a true visionary, a true visionary. So when you can see what's not yet there because you're going to put the work in to make it a reality, you deserve a ton of respect. And in the way he's been able to carry himself, he's been blessed tremendously because of the blessing has been in other lives. To have started out knowing he came from being broke and broken in all senses. And by way of this journey, he's been able to repair, restore, and just achieve so many other levels, on track right now to retire his parents. And he's just someone that, I mean, I'm going to love him like a brother forever, because he could have just very well kept it moving without me. But he asked me not only once or twice, but all the times it took for me to decide to partner up and be a part of this journey. So he's a senior vice president, which really means he's been able to create an organization generating $1 million every 30 days in business. He was celebrated very recently for having earned his $500,000 or $500,000 income earner ring status with the company. He was ranked, I believe, number 12 of the top income earners in our entire company. So he's hit that under the age of 40. So life experiences don't necessarily mean you're going to be successful or not. But what he's been able to do is transform lives, inspire us all, and truly take those steps forward to pave the way, to pay it forward and bring so many individuals with him. I think it's countless what he's been able to do. So again, I know he's connected for tonight. I owe him all of my respect. You owe him all of your attention. Learn and grow from this individual. And he's somebody you want to get to know very, very, very well. And it's okay to copy the right cat if you're copying the right one. And this man is the right one, right? So did our senior vice president, Mr. Xavier Marrero, can you hear me okay? You want to take it away? Or like I say on what was this, Saturday night, I think? Ooh la la la, it's the way that we rock when we doing our thing. Ooh la la la, it's the natural law that Team Relentless brings. Ooh la 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 la. Sweet thing. Ooh. We love you like no other before. Hey.
Man, girl, you killed that. I needed that energy, man. I needed that energy, man. Woo! That's what caught me off guard.
We wasn't ready. No, but really, again, the excitement is there because thanks to this opportunity, all those tears are gonna be watering the fruits of our labor, right? So, we sit there and watch Xavier maybe beside himself. I don't think I could ever think of a time that he's been speechless or just not so excited and fired up and amped to share with us. But we never lose the human aspect. And thank you all for trusting whoever introduced you to this. Thank you all for trusting and believing that sometimes we saw greatness in you before you saw it for yourself. And thank you for believing that this was it and this can make it possible for you. So Xavier, really, I mean.
So Maya, we're gonna do this.
Respect.
We're gonna do this. I'm not even gonna speak right now. We're gonna bring in our trainer. Oh man, this one is different. Go ahead and bring on our trainer.
All right, folks, let's go ahead and give our attention to another gem, a queen, a boss lady I was able to meet and get introduced to by way of this platform and opportunity. She's a mom as well, and someone with a great, huge heart, always with open arms. Her energy speaks louder than even anything I could say. And she's an executive sales director with this opportunity. She has been an example for many, serving the community by her own choice, in addition to being able to serve them in the financial aspect of allowing them to build their freedom. So did Courtney Israel make it on for tonight? Boss lady, and can you hear me okay?
Yes, Queen, I definitely can. And first of all, how about those vocals, right? What can't Myra do? At this point, just drop it. I'm super, super excited to be here. Thank you so much, Myra, for everything that you do every week, pouring into us consistently, consistent. If you look up consistent in the dictionary, Myra with her beautiful hair, right, is gonna be sitting right there. And we always appreciate you just bringing that fire. For you guys who don't know me, once again, Courtney Israel, executive sales director with this company, right? Ooh-wee. And I definitely want to give it back to my upline, my mentor, my brother, my family, Senior Vice President Xavier Marrero, for allowing me to hop on here really quickly and just share a little bit of my training with you. Now, these are some tips that I've come across just listening to GoPro when we had our first virtual GoPro, right? And I thought a lot of people don't have that much experience with social media. How many of you guys have came across an agent or agent potential and they have no influence or nothing at all on social media? Or they tell you, hey, I'm not a social media person, right? Drop a 1 in the chat. Usually you're kind of stuck at that point. You're like, oh, well, you know, can you lead me to people? That's important, guys. You want to know that someone is able to lead you to other people, right? When you're prospecting and when you're looking for agents. So I just want to go ahead, first of all, share my screen if I have the capability to do so. Perfect. And then just get started with this training. Now, the title for my training is Get Fit, all right? Everybody drop some muscles in the chat. I know that's Erica Stanford thing, right? Put some muscle behind that hustle. Drop some muscles in the chat right now, all right? Because we're ready to get fit. These are the keys to social media mastery, all right? Now, FIT stands for Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. A lot of you guys are simply used to being on one platform and you never go outside and try and find outside leads, or you never try and create a presence on these other social media platforms. So I'm just going to do a quick, not too in-depth training, but always, always powerful. All right. What makes a successful profile, guys? I want you to take a look at our Pinnacle Senior Vice President, Alfred Nixon, as well as my profile. All right. I believe that these are 2 examples of good social media profiles to have. Now, when you're on social media, you want to make sure you have a close-up photo of your face or a recognizable photo. I know that I've seen people, you know, they have their dogs as their photo. Even in this business, in this company, on websites, people have photos of just the most ridiculous things, right? And if someone's clicking on your page, I definitely don't think they want to do business with your dog. Your dog may be cute and lovable, but let's put a picture of ourselves, right? So people know who we are. We also want to have a compelling bio that intrigues people, that brings people in. It's really boring if you go on Instagram or you go on social media and you're just like, I don't know, what is credit repair agent? And that's really all. You know, if you need credit help, contact me. People don't know who you are. As you guys know, there's so many fakes out there. We're in a copy paste industry. So it's super easy for anyone to just copy and paste anything. So you want to make your profile or your bio impactful. Look at Alfred Nixon, industry icon, network marketing, financial literacy guru, right? He's someone that I want to do business with. He's someone that I want to know. You also want to maintain a simple username. You don't want to get too crazy or too long with the names that you use. You want something super simple that you can always refer people to, right? And it looks better on marketing material if you plan on getting any of that stuff. And then use of color. I know that different strokes for different folks, right? I'm just going to say that now. I know that for some people, it may benefit them to have a super professional profile that's just color coordinated, right? Everything's in a line, everything's super perfect. But one thing you got to realize is that we're in the people business. Can we agree? We want to be real. We want to attract people. So a lot of the times we look like robots on our profiles because we don't add any flair. We don't add anything different. We want to make sure that you maintain your likability, your personality, the things that make you you. Also important is you want to be able to show people how they can take action. What if they're ready to get started? What if they want to become an agent? If you don't have anything directing them on your page, right? They're lost at this point. They don't know what to do, and some people will not send you a DM. So if you guys do not already have your Instagram set as a business Instagram, then you might want to go ahead and make that switch so that you can have a lot of these I don't really know what to call it, a lot of these buttons, right? Things that you can click, like message me, contact me. And you also in your profile want to let people know how they can contact you. What's the best method of contact? And then you want to stay consistent, right? You want to be a Myra in this thing when you guys are posting. You never want to go days and days without posting, right? Because people are looking for you. People are almost 9 times out of 10 counting on you more to fail than to succeed. So they're almost waiting not to hear from you, right? Oh, Crystal, she's doing another one of those things. She won't make it. She'll quit. When you're not consistent in your business, people will not take you seriously. Ashton Henry always says, when you do business with you can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. And also you want to maintain your uniqueness. Like I said, I can't stress that enough. You don't want to be a robot here, especially the people that know you, that really know you, right? Add your personality in there. So these are just a couple of ideas of different type of Facebook posts you can do, right? Facebook Live, Facebook Live, Facebook Live. When I look at the top leaders and I'm looking at all the people that I want to become, people in the positions that I want to get to, they're doing lives. Shout out to Vice President Bruno Floridor. Every time you turn on Facebook, he's probably live, right? It is impactful because people get to feel you. People get to really get a sense of your personality and who you are. Shout out to Boss Lady, right? Field Chop producer, field trader Angel White. We did a powerful live one day. And actually, one trick that we did is we did it together. We partnered up. We were all so nervous, right, to do a live. And looking at me today, you probably couldn't tell because right now I'm in my element. I'm in my zone. I'm super fired up from convention, right? And I'm just ready to stop playing it small. So you guys need to step out, do your lives, right? I was one, let's be very transparent with you guys. I was one that was super self-conscious of myself. I didn't want to go live. Like, what am I looking like? What about my eyebrows? What about my lashes? Little things that simply didn't matter. People were coming to hear me. People were coming to vibe with me. So grab your accountability partner, go live, do it messy, do it scared, right? Another type of Facebook post is just a simple caption post. We're in the copy paste industry. If you find something on my page, right, that intrigues you, feel free to copy it. I don't mind sharing. Also, results. If your page is just consistently begging people to join your business, begging people to sign up for credit repair, you're never giving any free tips, you're never sharing results of actual clients who have gotten results, 9 times out of 10, people are not going to believe you. Make sure you're sharing those. And then use stories, guys. We all know it's just a thing and people won't see or like your posts, but they're always watching in your stories. So that's a good way to drip on all of your potentials. Now, getting into how you can attract leads, once again, be authentic, be authentically you. You don't have to go out and be Xavier. You don't have to go out and be Regional Vice President Razor Otero, although we all would love to, right? You want to go out and be your authentic self because you never know who you can touch, who you can impact with your own story. So it says the real trumps perfect because real creates trust. That is so true. We want to know like, and trust who we're doing business with. You also want to do shout outs. Big shout out to Regional Vice President BG Quinones for her lead generation, right? We should all know how to do shout outs by now, unless you're a brand new agent. If you are, congratulations. Get with BG for that lead gen, okay? It is very, very, very powerful to reach out to these influencers, and a lot of them sometimes will even do it for free. Video marketing. You want to consistently create video content, right? You don't always want to be a super posting robot because, once again, we're in a copy paste industry. Super easy to snatch a picture, super easy to post a quote. But if you're making videos, if you're getting people involved, if you're being more authentic, you will get better results, I believe. Also, don't be afraid to invest in your business. You should always, always have a monthly budget to the side that you're using only to pour back into your business. If not, you're doing this business wrong. When you get paid, if your paycheck is $300, you should probably invest $200 back into your business, right? Put the other $100 in your bank account. But you want to always try to invest. Run ads, guys. Do paid promotions. Even in your influencer shout outs, ask them how much they charge for their promotions, right? It takes money to make money. Somebody put it takes money to make money in the chat. I know that's a little long, but we need to instill in these people that if you want to build a business, a big business, you're going to have to invest, okay? You also want to get into groups. Who here has not ever posted or recruited or gotten into any Facebook groups? If you have not, you're doing yourself a disservice. Also, Facebook groups do something special for you guys that a lot of people don't think about. Let's just say you are that dog mom, right? You are that dog lover. Why wouldn't you want to get into a group with other dog lovers? You guys are all talking about dogs. You're making all these connections, and now you can go ahead and form that person. Now you can go ahead and speak to them. That is your tribe. Those are your people. Don't be afraid to search all the crazy groups, right? Those are really helpful to reach a lot of people. And also interact with your followers. If you are not being friendly, your followers are like, oh my God, I love this video, and you never respond to them, you never comment back or interact. People notice that. People notice when you're not actively responding, and it kind of discourages them to reach out to you. So you want to make sure you're always interacting with your followers and be excited. Be excited about this opportunity. Drop flames in the chat if you guys are excited about all of the new products and services that they're bringing out. If you're excited about the new name, right, the new brand, okay, because that is powerful. United Wealth Education Services will be $1 billion company. All right, getting into the posts that you could do on Instagram. We all know you can post live. You can go live on Instagram as well. You can do stories on Instagram. I encourage you to always do stories because people are always watching. And just a trick, if in the morning you post a story that seems intriguing on the eye, in the little thumbnail, it actually will gain you more people. So let's just say you post something that's not about credit, right, in your stories. And what it's going to do is attract people to go watch your story. And on the back end, you're posting everything about credit. Now that I got you here, right, we're going to talk about credit. We also have something called Reels that are something like little TikToks that you could do for Instagram. And I've noticed doing my own research that you get a lot of traction from those things. So if you're not using Reels, I encourage you to go ahead and try it. And then there's IGTV, right? Instagram TV. So a lot of people aren't using Instagram TV, and it's super powerful. Basically, it's like they use it for videos that are longer than a minute or longer than 60 seconds. It's transferred over to something called IGTV on Instagram. So what I would like you guys to do is to definitely go ahead and create an IGTV video. Now in the video, it's not going to be too long, 6-minute video, because people's attention spans are only this short, right? You want to tell your story in this video. We should all have a story that's under 2 minutes. Shout out to the Power Presentation Workshop with Vice President Arnold Bogarty, Executive Vice President David Marquez, because they've helped us phenomenally get good at telling our story in under 2 minutes. So you should be able to project that in the video. You should always have options for enrolling. What if somebody's ready to get started right now? You want to let them know in the video how they can get started. You want to also let them know, hey, what your company actually does. Some people I know the top leaders, they always say brand yourself, brand yourself, brand yourself. So a lot of them, you wouldn't even know what they actually do unless you just so happen to scroll by one of their posts where they're asking people about the agent opportunity or the credit. So you actually want to expose in a video what you do, quick intro and direct to close. How can people get started today, all right? So I hope you guys took a screenshot. This is also something that we learned during GoPro by Jessie Lee Ward, who is super amazing. If you guys don't know who she is, she talks about the 4-2-1 method, things you should do at least a few times a week that'll make sure you're consistently being active and seen on Instagram, on social media, and that you're consistently creating a profile that's likable, all right? And you don't look like a robot. So at least 4 days a week, you want to talk and share things about you. You want to find your tribe, okay? You want to find the people who are aligned with what you like to do, who like the things that you like to do. It's easier. It's an easier outlet to speak to people. So you want to do that at least 4 days a week. Who are you, right? 2 days a week out of the week, you want to share the product and the opportunity. Now, these are minimal, at least, okay? Not saying you have to sit there and only share 2 days a week, because I'm sharing almost every day. But at least 2 days a week, share your product, share the opportunity. You don't want to get caught up in posting a lot about lifestyle, your fancy living. A lot of people can't relate to that, but they can relate to your story and your passion. And then at least 1 day a week, sell. We like to do Thursdays or Fridays, follow-up Friday. You want to direct to sell or direct to close. If anybody ever expressed any interest, you're going to go ahead and get into their inbox. Hey, are you ready? Let's get you started today. And then, like I said, guys, always posting stories every day. Now we're getting into the T of Get Fit, TikTok. Put up some flames in the chat or one in the chat if you have a TikTok. If you have a TikTok, put a one in the chat, okay? Because there's so many people who are slacking on the TikTok. We actually heard in our industry about a few people who have made it big on TikTok in just a short amount of time, guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. And one thing I noticed is because it's all videos, people don't like to read much, but people will watch a video all day. So you want to go ahead and have a TikTok profile set up, and you want to set your profile up so that people are able to message you. I know sometimes it doesn't allow them to, so you want to make sure your settings are turned on. Take a screenshot of this if you don't know how to do all of that. And then just some tricks on how you can actually get exposure to your TikTok videos. Because I know when I got started in TikTok, and I'm still in the beginning stages, but I actually had some traction following these tips. So I wanted to make sure I'm not holding any information that's hot. If it's working for me, I'm gonna put it out there for you guys so that you guys can be successful as well. So what you wanna do is post videos with at least 4 hashtags. Now the trick is you wanna have 2 hashtags in the millions and 2 hashtags in the billions. That means that so many people are using this hashtag. Once it's clicked on, they'll be able to see your content by clicking on that specific hashtag. You also, when you're doing your videos, you want to add music that is currently trending. But if you're speaking and you're not doing like one of those skits or little dances, right? If you're speaking, you want to just add music that is very popular and that's trending in the background, and you want to mute it or add it very quietly. What that does is basically, since the music is trending, a lot more people are going to have access to that video because they're looking to use that same sound. Some people don't know what I'm talking about because you're not in the TikTok world, but you need to get in it today, okay? So you want to add music that's trending very quietly in the background so that it attracts more people to your page, okay? You also want to post 3 to 5 times a day. Now, TikTok is something that you want to be posting all the time to build up momentum, to get your likes, to get your videos out there, to trick the algorithm, right? You want to be one of those popular people that are on the For You page. And then as far as the videos go, 15 to 22 seconds per video. It's not really that bad, guys. I promise you, step outside your comfort zone. Don't stay there in your comfort zone. There's no money there. Go ahead and try something new, okay? And just a quick tip, if you guys are older and you're like, oh, TikTok, that's for the youngins. No, I'm here to tell you that all ages get celebrated on TikTok, and the older crowd are winning on TikTok, okay? Because we love to see it. So one thing that's important is don't fall into the rabbit hole as you're in TikTok, because there is a lot going on. If you go on your For You page, you might want to set a timer before you go down that rabbit hole and you're stuck on TikTok for hours. Use great, amazing lighting in your videos, good quality. Commit to your videos. If you're going to do it at 100%, do it at maximum capacity, and then respond to other videos. Maybe comment with your video. If someone's doing something funny about credit, not saying obviously never. Someone's speaking and they do credit repair. You don't want to go on their videos and post your own videos like, hey, I do it too. It's really corny and it really, is not a good look. What you want to do is, let's just say you have someone who's making a funny video about never having any money. You can post a video into their comments, maybe a video that you made about budgeting or managing money. So that's a good way to attract people to take a look at your page, and then also jump on the trends that you feel comfortable with, all right? So if we're gonna go ahead and be attracting people to our pages, we wanna make sure that we're simply prepared. If you're doing videos, guys, what it benefits me is having a link tree. We have a lot of websites in this business, in this industry. So sometimes if we only have one spot to put our hyperlink or our website, let's say we have to pick and choose between our agent website and our client website. Well, if you use Linktree, you can go ahead and just direct people to one main website or one main link that has a bunch of other links. So basically, I would attach my Linktree to my Instagram. So when people click on that link, they're going to have access to the rest of my links. So regardless of if they want to be a client, regardless if they want to be an agent, maybe they just want to connect on Facebook. I believe Reza's Linktree is very good too. She actually helped me do mine as well with her trainings, and Jackie and Millie. Shout out to them. But it's really amazing what you can do with that. And then when we want to be aware of what questions you're always being asked for time's sake, why not make a video? Maybe you're always being asked what it is that you do. You're always being asked how you got started. You're always being asked how to sign up. Make a quick video, put it on IGTV. This is something for iPhone users. I absolutely think that this is a game changer, especially if you're already using WordBoard, then this is something cool just like it. But you guys have shortcuts in your phones. If you're an iPhone user, if you go to your settings and then you go to general, keyboard, and text replacement, basically what it is something like WordBoard, but basically you're able to pull up whole scripts or pull up whole sentences by speaking one word. Let's just say your keyword is purple elephant. Every time you begin to type purple elephant, it's going to automatically pull up, whatever it is that you replace that word with, which is super cool, super time efficient, right? And then you also want to make sure you're responding to every comment, guys, even if it's just DM sent. Now, another little trick for Facebook. If let's say you post about the webinar and everybody's asking for the link, right? You got link. Maybe you guys don't want to go ahead and respond to everyone at the same time, because a little trick for me is if I make a post and I have maybe, let's just say 30 people replying info, I may respond to 7 people at a time. All, DM sent you a DM, and I'll wait a little bit. Because what happens is, if you guys don't know, every time someone comments on your post or you make a comment on your post, it boosts it back to the top. So, and me thinking smart, if I have a lot of people who are commenting, I want that post to stay hot, right? I'm going to constantly be dripping into that post. Shout out to Senior Vice President Xavier Marrero. He drips into posts that are like 2 years old. I'm like, your beard was much, much smaller then. That couldn't have been today. But I see he's just simply dripping into those old posts. It boosts them back up to the top. And this man is getting leads from posts that he did in 2017. I kid you not. So you want to make sure that you're doing that, guys. Super, super easy. And just to close it out with some homework. All right, you want to download all of the Fit apps. If you don't have Facebook, get Facebook. If you don't have Instagram, get Instagram. If you don't have TikTok, I better see you doing something on TikTok. Get your TikTok moving, get out there, all right? Everybody go live, post on all of your social media platforms, buddy up, get an accountability partner if you're scared. Don't try and be perfect. Do it messy, do it scared, and guys, focus on the exposure. Don't focus on the enrollments, okay? Focus on the exposure and the business is coming, all right? So I'm here to tell you I'm ready. Everybody get fit, drop some muscles in the chat, drop some flames in the chat. I'm super excited I got to share this with you, and I'm gonna give it back to our beautiful, beautiful host with the mostest, Miss Myra. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well. Everybody give it up for Courtney coming out completely on another level, where away from her comfort zone. I don't know what you had been waiting for all this time, to tell you the truth. I remember when we did our very, very first Zoom together. If I'm not mistaken, it was like 2018 at some point. And, you know, we had all these emotions behind what we were going to maybe do. And we had all these critiques of ourselves, but to see how much you flourished and just to know that you brought that to the table, it inspires me as well. So you killed it with that training. Thank you again. You always lead with your heart, and it shows. And you've had this energy and this glow about you that completely transforms the rooms that you step into. So thank you for that. Thank you, Queen. I know it's going to translate in your continued growth and accomplishments. And it's a pleasure to be partnered with you on this. So again, thank you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and clear out the way super, super duper fast. I know that I did let a little of my emotions get in the way, of course, with the introduction. So this final segment will be from the gentleman I was able to introduce briefly before. And he like needs no introduction at this point. So understand that he's the man, right? And understand you need to listen, right? But no, in light and in the spirit of positivity, knowing that you can be down and out, but as long as you don't count yourself out, and like our leaders have said, if you can look up, you can get up. And this man has been able to prove that over and over again. So I see his smiles on the screen right now. Please give your full and undivided attention to none other than our Senior Vice President, Mr. Xavier Marrero. You got it, boss.
Guys, apologize about earlier, but I had to get myself together, man. A lot of you guys have seen me plenty of times. We have heard plenty of testimonies, plenty of stories, and I'm pretty good, right? I can handle it, right? I feel like Teflon X, but this one just hit different, man. And the reason why is because one of them carried my last name, right? And when she was speaking, I remember those dark days. I remember having been in the vehicle to spend a night and sleep because there was no home. So that hit me crazy. And then when my man Will speaking, you know, as a father, especially as a father, you know, as a man, as that provider, as that protector, as that Superman that our kids look up to us as, having that feeling that you failed, that you can't deliver, that's something that's so special to them, but the special person that they're looking to for that special day won't make it special. Like, I know that feeling. So it brought me back to those dark days. And that's why I couldn't really speak, because I'm like, man, at this point, I can't, if you guys know me, I really don't expose my problems. I really don't speak to too many people. If I got something going on, I gotta face the monster. I gotta deal with it. I gotta work through it. And whatever comes out of it, comes out of it. And it is what it is. I have learned how to almost numb myself to pain, right? But today when I was hearing them, it was bringing me back. It was bringing me back, and I could picture it. I could feel it. I can almost smell like the scenery, like everything, right? So man, wow. Sometimes we ask ourselves, why do we work so hard? Sometimes we ask ourselves, like, why do physically we almost beat ourselves up, mentally almost drain ourselves? And even during the convention, man, this weekend, shout out to all the top leaders, man, because if you got to sleep more than 3 hours every single night, you were lucky, right? all the background, behind the scenes stuff we had going on, all the photo shoots, besides the photo shoots that every agent wanted to take with us, which we appreciate. And sometimes you sit there and you're like, damn, man, like, man, we make some serious money, right? We ain't complaining, but damn, man, sometimes this can wear us out. And man, sometimes you just feel like, man, maybe I need to slow down. Maybe I need to take a break. But then you hear these stories, and it's like, how can you stop? How can you slow down? How can you take a break? You can't. You can't. There's no way you can't. There's so many people that believe in everything that we're doing. There's so many people that are watching our every single move that there's no way we can stop. There's no way we can quit. And it's crazy because you never think of this until later on. But I want you guys to realize something. In the beginning, I made those sacrifices. I was showing up when I couldn't pay the rent. I was showing up when I couldn't make the car payment. Guys, my car got repoed during an actual presentation. Because I'd rather pay the hotel for us to present that month for 3 months in a row than make my car payment. But no one knew that. So it's sacrifices that we make that we're like, yo, people don't need to know this, and they never will. And we create success. We create success stories, but then not knowing that all we did is create like a domino effect. Or some more people say, you know what, I'm going to make sacrifices. Will said that he believes in this so much that he's willing to sacrifice everything, put everything up on the line, every single dollar, because he knows he's going to get this tenfold, not even tenfold, hundredfold. And he said one thing: so many people claim to give up their own lives for their kids, because that's how much their kids mean to them. But yet they take this opportunity like it's a joke. They take this opportunity like it's not a golden ticket to financial freedom. It's not a golden ticket to time freedom. Guys, and I say this with confidence, not because of the success that I have reached. Thank God for that. I'm grateful every single morning for that. Life is good. But I say that with confidence because how many other individuals have came after us and are seeing the success, have created the time freedom, have created the financial freedom. So this is something way bigger than everyone. Guys, stay committed. Never give up. Because I promise you, every sacrifice that you make, if you constantly just stay making sacrifices back to back to back, your success is going to come. But don't make a sacrifice and come out this weekend and you didn't pay your rent, but you come back home and you do the exact same thing you was doing right before this convention. Because you just make a sacrifice, they ain't gonna be worth nothing. Because Will said one thing: you could pray to God all day, but God does not fix laziness. God does not fix laziness. It's time to get up off our asses and just get to work. Our kids are looking at us. Our family members are looking at us. We got spouses that don't even believe in what we do. And shout out to Crystal. I didn't even know you was going through this, but yeah, you're still on my #1 top charts. Man, round of applause for that. You know why? You know how I became very successful in this business? When I was going through a divorce, when I was at my darkest days, because that was the motivation that just gave me that. I don't know, it was just more gasoline to the fire that I had in me. You guys are sitting here playing with your own life, your own freedom. And you know what's more crazier? You're playing with your kids' life. One thing that I heard over this weekend, we're gonna leave wills to our kids, not bills. But I don't want you to shake your head. Yeah, I'm down with it, but what are you really doing to get it? The work is being put in. The company is paying. The services are working. Why are you playing small? Guys, we just came from convention. There's no reason why anyone should be playing small right now. Guys, do you see what's happening? Do you see how we're going to get to this $1 billion? See, it was no longer just a talk. Razor could tell you, David could tell you, Rob could tell you, VG could tell you. It was always a talk about us becoming a $1 billion company. It was also talk. We'll look at each other, okay, they're not upgrading the websites, they're not creating better apps. They bring in a VP of sales. Shout out to him, still great dude, but the company wasn't moving. And we're still like, you know what? We're going to make this a $1 billion company because we can. But guys, now in convention, do you see what happened? This is powerful. This is powerful, guys. Look, let me just show you and just share with you guys real quick what really happened during convention. Because I'm telling you, this right here is going to take everyone's business to the next level. You just got to go and put in the work, right? Besides us looking real good, God, yo, we're the best looking team in FVS, period. Round of applause for yourself just because of that. Everybody came out there looking super good. I'm telling you, if you came out there single, you might have came back with someone else, right? Or somebody got your number, they hitting you up because we was out there, we was looking real good. You know what I mean? Even if you had somebody probably still trying to get your number. Hopefully you didn't give it to them, right? But it's okay because we was looking good, right? But guys, I'm super proud of every single one of you guys. Type a number 1 on chat if this is the first time you came to convention, right? Type a number 1. And I want to give you recognition. I want to say congratulations because I guarantee you after this convention, your life will never be the same, period. Even if you don't take FES serious, your life will never be the same. You've never been around that many millionaires. You've never been around that many successful people. You've never been around such great energy, powerful individuals. I'm telling you, it's life-changing, guys, right? But guys, look, check this out. I want to go ahead and give out some shout outs. Guys, look, we have so many awards and recognitions that were given. I can't even take the time, but here's some of the pictures. Guys, we've won some cruises. We won 6-figure rings, right? $500,000 rings, right? We won top 40, under 40. We won top income earners, right? And guys, look, we won most production PPMs, enrollments. And then shout out to our very own Miss Reza Otero for the number 2 spot when it came to agent enrollment in the entire company. So a huge shout out, round of applause, put some fire, put some number 1s in the chat because guys, that is huge. But see guys, look, I'm gonna tell you one thing. 4 years ago, VG, Anthony Kelly, Rob, Yvonne, and Tay can tell you, we came, it was just Dub 5 and myself. We came as a crew of 6, right? We were all the way in the back. When I say all the way in the back, I honestly tell you, we was like the last row. And I said one thing. I said, within less than a year or 2, we're going to be all the way in the front row. And we will have our leaders on stage getting recognition, not even ourselves. Guys, this year, that dream became true. We sat at the very front table, the front row. We went all the way from the back to all the way to the front row to sit right next to the top earners, which was Ashton Henry and Alfred Nixon on the exact same table next to their chairs. Shout out to Team Relentless for that. Big round of applause, because if it wasn't for you guys, we would not accomplish that. And guess what? More importantly, I was able to see the top leaders walk across that stage. And I'm telling you, when you look at those awards, we had a large percentage of the real estate every single time we was on that stage. So again, want to give them that shout out, those recognition. And again, hard work always pays off. But guys, look, this is when we get to the good thing. We have actually changed the name of the company. Guys, if you look at any history when it comes to a name change and any business, it actually hits its peak. So guys, that's where we're at right now. So when we talk about that $1 billion company, now Reza, David, VG, Arnold, Anthony, Kelly, Malcolm, we get excited. Myra, because Myra been through this before. We get super excited because we know what's about to happen. But more importantly, we're at the beginning of everything. This is not a new wave, like the company hit the peak and now they're trying to hit a new peak. No, guys, this is the wave. We are on that wave. We are catching the wave, right? So guys, I'm super excited because understand we have actually sat there and rebranded the whole company. As you can see, even a new website. Write this down. This is the new website, www.myue.net/username. Guys, I'm telling you, check it out. It looks amazing. I've been playing around with it. I have to say, all we're doing is constantly stepping up. It looks more hip. It looks more sexy. It looks more attractive. So that's very important. And also, guys, look, we don't stop there because we have new partnerships. Guys, take the time to look up the company, Rocket Lawyers. I'm telling you, I look at the company, has some great reviews. I know some people that actually use it. So they tell me that it was like amazing. They're still constantly using it. So this right here is going to be a game changer for us. And I want people to actually know that. Do your homework, do your research, because after the 4th month of our clients having our services, they actually get the service included. This right here is definitely a game changer. And then the credit my rank, guys, now it's reporting within 3 to 5 business days. Amazing. You want to talk about getting customer results sooner than later? This is it. This is the key. Guys, check this out. One thing that I learned, and this came from the CEO while sitting having dinner, smoking cigars with him. He said, Xavier, I want you to tell your team to do one thing. You know, because that's how he speaks. Xavier, you know? Xavier, I need you guys to go out there and the credit my rent, I want you to offer it to every customer, but only on the monthly service. I said, you talk about the $9.95? He said, yes. I said, why would we do that? How is that beneficial for the customer? And how is that beneficial for the company? Where does it work? The reason why, guys, look, a lot of these people, if they have negative items and we're adding the credit my rent with 2 years, it's not giving them that big increase. What they have learned, if you add the positive trade line still, which is the month to month, and you do that for a month, 2 or 3, while we get the negative items removed, then we add the 2 years, boom, credit score skyrockets. So now that they realize that, that's what we want to do. And guys, the great thing about this is as soon as you actually turn around and add even the monthly, the $9.85, a lot of times they're going to get a couple point increase. And now it's reporting 3 to 5 days. Now you're not making them a believer that a program actually is going to help them, that it's going to actually see more point increase. Now just give us a little bit more time. Guys, that's a game changer. Do you see how we're going to be able to go to this $1 billion company now? Do you see how this is real? It becomes more real to us because the tools and the systems are being put in place that are required to get to that actual $1 billion. And they're right in front of us. Guys, and look, the new pricing, game changer. Man, when they showed us this, I said, just drop the mic. Everybody go home. Let's get to work. The reason why is because a lot of times customers are like, well, these other companies are dropping the price after a certain month. And we're like, well, we don't care because we provide a value. So you can go over there and pay them less, but go ahead and expect what you're going to pay for it. You ain't really going to pay nothing. You ain't really going to get nothing. But now we can go ahead and say, you know what, Mr. Customer or Mrs. Customer, I totally agree with you. So what we're going to do is after the 3rd month, we're going to go ahead and save you an additional $20. Remember we was talking about that $3 a day? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and drop that. We're talking about like a little bit over $2 a day now. And then we're also going to even give you additional service on top of that. So not only are we going to save you money, but we're going to provide you more value. And let me explain what that is. Guys, we're giving our customers the Rocket Lawyer right after their 4th month. On their 4th month of service, they're getting that included. Guys, the reason why I'm so excited because I know the value that actually company has to offer. Look it up. The customer needs to know this. And then look at this. After 13 months, it drops down to 49. Guys, you know why the company chose 49? The reason why is because if you look up any monthly subscription, if it's 49 or less, most likely that customer will never cancel that subscription. Let me say that one more time. The company chose $49 because it's a proven fact for anyone that has any type of subscription that if it's $49 or less, most likely they will never cancel that subscription. Guys, let me remind you, we get paid residual income off of these protection plans. Let me remind you, we hit our R&R off of these protection plans. Type of number one if you're going to be the next R&R member. If you want to get paid to drive whatever car you want, including a luxury vehicle, type of number one in the chat. Because this right here, they just made it that much easier. Today I was with our Vice President, Rob, and we're chilling in his driveway, right? Guess what? We had one of those guys coming up, want to sell a window. Or you know what I did? We told him, Rob said, well, we don't need no windows. But I said, hey, we do need some agents, right? But guys, all I did, it was start talking to him about what we had to offer. I showed him the value. The funny thing is, I think he's on a training right now, right? He's going to get enrolled right after this training. But guys, I was able to show the value. I was able to just let him know what we was able to do. Just having a conversation. It was us. Look, guys, I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited about what's about to happen. Everything that the company's doing for us, just what corporate has put in play, our new VP in the sales and development. Chant, this is the man. If you guys need something, don't be scared to tell your leader. Your leader can definitely get it to the right ears. They can put it in the right hands. Guys, it's time for us to step up, not only as agents, but just as individuals, as persons, just become more, so that way we can provide more to more people. Man, I'm telling you, man, I'm super, super excited by everything that's about to happen here, man. It's like a dream coming true. And again, man, super, super, super excited about all the leaders, everybody that got recognition out there. Super excited for the first time comers, you know, just making sacrifices. I can tell you this, Crystal, I'm gonna reach out to you some way, somehow. I already reached out to Bruno. Girl, you're gonna be good. We're a family here. You don't understand what happens in the background, but normally I don't say this, but I'm gonna let you guys know. And I don't want nobody taking full advantage of this. But as soon as this happened, the leaders are texting everybody because I'm like, yo, she gonna be good. And everybody's like, yo, how can we make sure she's good? That's the type of leaders you guys have. Like now we're on the chat, like, okay, how do we fix that situation? How do we have, and I'm gonna tell you why, so you guys can understand why I'm willing to go out my way to make sure that one of our members from Relentless is straight because of the work that she's been putting in. That's why I'm gonna make sure she's straight. It's not because she just came here and told her story and she got everybody to start crying. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people can share your story right now. It will make us cry as well. But what type of work are you putting in? Because numbers don't lie. So I want to make that very clear. And that's why we're having the conversation we're having right now. So Crystal, if you're still on, girl, you're gonna be good. And you carry the last name. It's just morally, like you good, girl. I tell you that. Have a peace of mind. Stay focused, continue grinding. I promise you, good. And then my man Will, you already know, dog. Hey, man, love and respect. And I seen you grind from day one, even when in the beginning, I didn't even know you didn't believe in this until you came and met all the leaders. You came and met Razor, you came and met Rob, you came and met myself, you came and met VG, you came with Natalie, and you seen what was happening. You didn't question it. And from day one, you still plugged in. And when any of us as leaders actually do something, you never question it. You just go do it. And I know you've been putting a lot of work in, and I know a lot of sacrifices have been made, Even if you don't say it, real recognizes real. And same with you, my brother. Everything gonna be good. So don't worry about that. She deserves the best and she will get the best. So team, y'all, I love every single one of y'all. I'm telling you, man, this right here, it's a dream come true to me. Not only but with what the company is doing, but the way the team Relentless is building. I pray to God to put me in a position to impact so many people in a positive way and let the money just come with it. But as long as the principles and morals are there, as long as we move the right way, and all we want to do is empower others, and we're not all perfect, but at the end of the day, if our heart is where it's supposed to be, then let the blessings come. And look how many blessings are coming with Team Relentless, guys. Man, it's crazy. Rock can tell you how many nights we done stood up to late night. And I know I got you guys going on. You guys don't have to stay plugged in. The training's over. I'm just going and speaking out my heart right now. But Rock can tell you how many late nights we have up 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, breaking night. Like, yo, one day, based off of the work we're doing right now, this is going to be the outcome. One day, based off of the work we're doing right now, we all pulling up in luxury vehicles. One day, based off of the work we're doing right now, we're going to have multiple six-figure earners in the actual team. One day, based off of the grind that we're doing right now, we're going to have multiple R&R members. One day, based off of the work that we're doing right now, we will have our team get recognition on stage. One day, based off of the work that we're doing right now, we will be the top trainers. One day, based off of the work we're doing right now, we will be the top income earners. Guys, if you was in convention this weekend, and if you didn't witness that that's exactly what Relentless did, I don't know what you was looking at. But I can tell you this, God is good all the time. Manifestation is real. Go out there. I want everyone to do me a favor. I want everyone to get out their comfort zone. And I want you to think of your dream home. And just think about how much that dream home is going to cost you. And I want you to put that dollar amount on the chat right now. Think of your dream home, right? And just, if you don't know, some of you guys might know. Just put down. I'm still scrolling down. Right. Bam, I got some people. Perfect. Nice. I like that. 11 mil. Nice. All right. Now check this out. What I want you to do is I want you to double that. I want you to find that house for that price that's wherever's closest to you. I want you to, I don't care what app you use. I want you tonight to find that house, and tomorrow morning, I want you to locate that house. By tomorrow morning, I want you to know what date and time you're going to go see that house. And if you can get a viewing to that house, I want you to book that viewing. And if they ask you questions, and if you have to lie to the potential realtor, I don't care, lie to them. If they tell you got bang credit score, you tell them you got over 800. If they tell you how much you make a year, you tell them it's 10 times more than what this mortgage might be. So know your numbers. And I want you to go in there. I want you to touch it. I want you to feel it. I want you to smell it. Because a lot of times, guys, we play small, we don't even know it. The vehicle, I want you to do the exact same thing. I want you to, everything that you want, I want you to write it down. But more importantly, I need you to experience it. And I'm going to prove something to you guys right now. Right now. So I want everyone to turn their cameras on. Everybody, turn your cameras on. I won't start until everybody got their cameras on, but I'm gonna prove something to y'all right now. Cameras on. Leaders, cameras on. I'm gonna prove something to y'all. Because I want y'all to take, and I want y'all to follow my lead. And I'm gonna prove to y'all how every single time we could do so much more. We just don't push ourselves. But this 5 weeks coming up after convention, we're gonna push ourselves more than we ever push ourselves. We're gonna empower ourselves more than we ever empower ourselves. I want everybody to kind of step back, right, from their camera. And I want everyone to put your hand as high as possible. Everybody put your hand as high as possible. As high as possible you can, right? So now, check this out, because this is the highest we can go with our hands, right? We have it to the highest point. Do me a favor, just push a little more. Why is it that your hand just went a lot higher than what it was? Somebody please get on and tell me that their hand didn't go any higher when I asked them just to push a little bit more.
You motivated us.
We reached for it.
Yeah, right.
That one person would tell me if there was one person that was not able to raise their hand a little bit more higher after I asked you for more.
X, you got my girls raising their hands in our kitchen.
It's powerful, guys. All mental. It's time to go out there and play big. It's time to go out there and deliver, not only to ourselves, but to the people that are looking at us. It's crazy how you don't understand that sacrifices you're making this year, you're going to motivate people for the next 10 years to make the same sacrifices to actually even get a piece of the success that you have. Guys, this is real. Like, this is serious. I'm super excited about the next 5 weeks that's going to come, because that started already. I'm super excited at how many people are going to get promoted. I'm super excited of how many new people are going to join the team. I'm super excited of how many people are going to make money, that are going to solve the issues and the problems that they're going through today, right now. Team, relentless. Do I have your buy-in that for the next 5 weeks, we're going to go hard, we're going to go harder than ever? Do I have your buy-in? Please type of number one. Please unmute yourself. Let me know.
Yes, yes.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Go.
Definitely.
Definitely, yes.
Guys,
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
for this 5 weeks, it's the exact same effect that we just did with our hands. We was going to push, but now we're going to push that much harder. And I'm telling you, the reason why I say that is because that little push, even if it doesn't get you to the next title, I guarantee you change someone's life. And at the end of the day, that should be your main goal anyways. The impact that you have in someone's life in a positive way. The money just comes later. God makes sure of that. So guys, man, thank you so much. Shout out to the entire Relentless. Shout out to the brand new agent. Shout out to that person that made those sacrifices to get to convention. I love every single one of you guys. Man, the leadership they're going crazy right now. You guys don't know what y'all did to them. Another thing before I get off, Courtney, congratulations, amazing. Round of applause for Courtney's training. She killed it. Tell me that wasn't valuable. Tell me if she learned something. Killed it, but you
did.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, we? Yes.
About coming out your comfort zone, become more valuable. She completely came out of her comfort zone and she killed it. How many of you guys are going to start coming out your comfort zone and show us what potential you really have? Because we have a lot of Alfred Nixons in here. They're just scared to speak up right now. All right? And we don't use whoever put I'm trying. We don't use the word I'm trying. I do. I'm not trying to do a webinar. I will do a webinar. I'm not trying to rank up. I will rank up. I'm not trying to win. I will win. Guys, man, understand your words are very powerful. Be careful how you speak. And relentless, we don't try. We do. Period. I feel like 50 Cent. Get rich or die trying, but we ain't going to take it to that extent, right? Have good credit or die trying, right? But guys, man, look, I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. Lara, I love you. Oh, man, you guys. Love you too. Oh, man, thank you.
Ooh, we right? So listen, check this out. I know it's been super extended. This has been a unforgettable Zoom all night, but I do want to give y'all this piece of information. September 11th, there will be a post-convention event that was announced at convention. It'll be at the Omni Houston Galleria. So just be on point. Mark the date, September 11th. Be there, right? It's another opportunity. The next post-convention location is on the 25th, September 25th at the Marriott in Phoenix, Chandler, if I'm saying that correctly. Regardless, September 25th. Now, we don't know any more details than this, but what that means is if you're serious about getting there, once you see and understand the power of what events do, you're gonna want to get there. So check in the back office, it'll be on the events, and then also do your due diligence. If it's seriously somewhere you want to go, contact corporate. Next and third date so far offered is October 23rd at the Hilton Charlotte Airport. I know I will personally be there as well. So again, October 23rd. Now, Chet is also going to receive from us 3 additional city recommendations. So write this down, Chet, CHETS at myfes.net. He is actually going to receive emails at that email address for the next 2 weeks. So if you want to nominate a city where you'd like a post-convention event to go ahead and happen and take place, definitely do so. Last but not least, jot down and visit 720challenge.com. Okay, 720challenge.com. Understand, our company wants to really be a product of it, and they encourage that for us as agents. So by visiting that site, if you're not at 720 credit score or above, you can get started, participate in the challenge, understanding the grand prize winner is actually going to get $10,000 cash money in addition to a lot of other things. And then there's finalists and runners up and whatnot. But in the sake of not keeping you on until tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I hope you paid mind to this. I will be sure to share the recording of this. Thank you so much for each one of you that shared. Alicia, Wilfredo, and Crystal, Courtney, and then always Xavier. We appreciate you, and let's continue taking this thing to the top. God bless everyone and have an amazing night, right? Ooh, let's get it.